Hey, what's up guys? This is Dirtyphonics.
And this is our top 5 production tips. Tip number 1, it's actually something that you do when you're completely done with your song. You're perfectly fine with the master, it's perfect. What you do is you want to stems every single track of your project. We usually do it for every single track and then for groups, because then in the future, when you want to find a specific sound, if you want to do a remix, a different edit, you'll always have the material without having to worry. If you still have the presets or the right version of the software.
Or the plugins, it's himself or something
exactly.
like that. So no headache, you're good to go.
Yeah, this has happened to us so many times. It's actually happening right now where we're trying to dig out some very old songs, so you don't want this to happen to you. Tip number 2, you want to be writing music every single day. Whether it's actually writing something with your computer or playing guitar, singing with your friends, whatever it is, keep writing, keep putting the creativity and the energy out, and eventually either something great will come out of it or it'll just feel good.
Yeah, or even if you're don't feel really inspired that day, just try to do I don't know, a new sound, work on your preset, arrange, try to get organized in your computer or something like that. That will help the workflow for the next session. When you actually get inspired, you can go faster on the main thing that you want to put down.
Practice, practice, practice. Tip number 3, everyone's been talking about how you should have templates and color code all your stuff, and that's very true.
Yep.
Now, another layer deeper that you can go to is saving presets for your plugins. For example, we have presets on a basic EQ or a basic reverb, because most of the time you're going to be using a lot of these as the same presets that you always use. A lot of time when you open a plugin up, you're going to be wanting to either just cut the low frequencies or have a peak somewhere. So to save a lot of time, save your preset plugins and you can call them up at any time and they're ready to go.
Yeah, the goal is always the same, trying to avoid getting stuck by doing those little tiny things on every single elements and get to the point as fast as possible, so you keep your inspiration going and you keep the flow going.
And eventually by doing this, it'll also help you shape your sound, because somehow a lot of elements will have that sound that you thought was fucking awesome in the first place. Tip number 4, don't always rely on grid quantization. You're playing with a computer and it can be very handy to place elements very fast on the grid. Now the thing is, a lot of the groove of your groove will come from how you place these elements in time. So whether it's a kick and snare or a bass, whatever it is, you can always put it a little before, a little after. And that becomes even more true when you're working on, let's say you're writing a big chord part. You don't want to have all the instruments start playing at the same moment. So try putting your violins a little bit behind and some notes a little bit ahead, because it'll have a more humane feel, like if a whole orchestra was playing.
The dubstep beat is kind of simple, so it's really cool to just off-grid feel the space, off-beat, you know what I mean? I don't know how it's hard to explain that in English for me.
Especially for rolls or hats.
Yeah, I mean even anything just gonna make you groove, I guess. Just if it's just off the grid a little bit, because the beat is so simple, it really helps just get the beat going.
And now we're to tip number 5. If you're gonna be recording analog instruments, let's say guitars, it could be a voice, whatever it is, if you wanna make that sound bigger and wider, actually you wanna have at least 3 different takes. One that you're gonna hard pan left, one that you're gonna hard pan right, and one that you're gonna leave in the center. Now the great thing with this is that you can EQ them differently, you can use different effects on them, and it'll give your sound a much wider place in space, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and that's the case for, you say guitars, for vocals, for
works on strings
too. So yeah, just go crazy, and you can even apply that to other elements, because there is no rules. So go crazy.
That's it guys for today. We are Dirtyphonics. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
So thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel, and if you really fancy, hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button or wherever the hell that is, so you get a notification when we upload another video.